Hey, this is John Assaraf, and I want to chat with you for just a couple moments on the 6 ways to acquire more money. Now, you might be thinking that there's more ways, but if you really bring it down to how many different ways there are, you'll find there's only 6, maybe 7. And one of the ways that you can acquire more money is to look on the streets and hopefully find it. And that's not a very good strategy. Another way that you may be hoping to acquire more money is by inheriting it. And I don't know about you, but my family is not going to allow me or have anything for me to inherit. As a matter of fact, they're probably hoping that something happens to me so they inherit my money. Another way that you may want to think about acquiring more money is a way that my father actually acquired money 2 times, and he actually won the lottery twice. Once he won $17,000, another time he won over $50,000. I might as well say as well that he went to the gambling studios or the casinos and lost it both times as well. But he did win twice in the lottery. Another way that you can acquire money is to steal it. I don't recommend that. I used to do that when I was a kid in my teens, and stealing it's not a good way. And so if you want to earn money, it really leaves us with 2 other options. And number 5 is invest it. So you somehow acquire it and then you invest and have money work for you. But let's talk about the number 1 way to acquire more money. And that is earn it. And what does it take to earn more money? First and foremost, you've got to understand that money is nothing more than a means of exchange and a tool that we exchange with other people. And so if you have a job, your job pays you X amount of dollars based on the value that you bring to the company in the marketplace for what you do. If you want to make more money or earn more money in a job, don't look to your employer to give you more money, because the marketplace is what determines how much you're worth. If you want to make more money as an employee, ask yourself these few questions. What knowledge or skills do you need to acquire to raise the level of value that you have in the marketplace for your employer or for somebody else? What do you need to learn? What skill do you need to augment or upgrade? What thoughts, emotions, or behaviors do you need to display at work in order to be worth more in the marketplace so that somebody wants to pay you more because of the value that you bring to that business? That's one of the ways to think if you're an employee. Another way to think about money if you're an employee is what can you do outside of your job to make more money? Let me share a little story with you. Many years ago, I had a woman who was a secretary in a law firm. She was making about $50,000 US a year. And she was at the highest pay grade of her company for her position. But she was excellent at answering the phones and being able to manage the front desk of the law firm she worked at. And so she decided to put together a manual of what it took to be an amazing secretary in a law firm. And then she created some flyers and she delivered them to all of the law firms in her building and the 2 buildings near her. And she offered to train the receptionists on the proper way to answer the phone, the proper way to file, the proper way to interact with clients, the proper way to work with lawyers, and so forth. And she offered a class on a Saturday 3 weeks later, and handed out flyers to every one of the law firms in the buildings in her building, or in the offices in her building and the buildings next to her. And guess what? She was able to get 18 law firms to send 1 to 2 people each for $250 each for a 1-day Saturday training, which means she made more on that Saturday training, having trained about 30 or 40 people at $250 each. She made more in 1 day than she would make in a whole month of being the secretary. She went on 6 months later to leave her job and started her own business. Now, why was she able to do that? She was able to do that because she started to think differently about her knowledge and her skills and her value in the marketplace. So if you want to earn more money, ask yourself, how do you increase your value in the marketplace, whether it's for your present employer at your job, or what can you do outside of your job, taking your skills, your knowledge, your enthusiasm, your passion, and help other people who need what you already know and invested 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years knowing and learning. If you own a business, your questions should be slightly different, and they should be, what can I do to help more people know about my product or my service so that I can help them with my product or service? And that is really becoming outstanding, or having somebody outstanding on your team who understands marketing your product or services and selling it to other people. So there's only 6 ways to make more money. Find it, steal it, win it, inherit it, earn it, or invest it. And guess what? You can make more money when you start thinking about how you can take your knowledge and your skills, upgrade them, and bring your value to the marketplace.